Welcome back, y'all. I just wanted to spend time with y'all to show y'all the healthy meal that I'm preparing. So it's pretty much the same thing. That's like I said, you stick to a routine, you'll see results. So I'm starting to see my results, and this is what I'll pretty much try to stick to, which is like the fish, the baby spinach. Then you got like I put all the mushrooms in there already. And then what I started adding was like soups. So I do the cream of chicken soup to add more of a flavor to it. And then instead of cooking with vegetable oil, I cook with extra virgin olive oil, which is more healthier for your blood vessels and things. So yeah, man, sure ain't nothing like eating healthy. Oh, these are seasons I use. Like, got my sea salt. When you get salt, you want to try to get salt with iodine in it. Iodine is good for your thyroid, for people that have thyroid disease or anything like that. A lot of times that's why people do get thyroid disease. If you really notice and look at the salts, they done took iodine out of all the salts, so we're not getting our proper amount of iodine a day. So you might have to start taking supplements. I know I do. So I started putting Miss Dash in my foods. I use that anyway for cooking. And then gotta get my cayenne pepper, which is good for blood circulation. So yeah, I can't find my pepper, my regular pepper, but this is gonna have to suffice. So let me see if I can sit y'all up. Yeah. Yeah, y'all, you gotta love your body. You only get one. So I just gotta wait for my fish to kind of to start cooking some, and then I'll have me a great meal. So I sure enough will have me a great meal. Whoop, whoop. So I'm gonna pause y'all for a second so I can cook it, and then once it's done, I'll show y'all the finished product of my healthy fish and veggie along with the cream of chicken soup. So yeah, man, this is great. And there's no way, form, or fashion is bad for you or fattening. You can pretty much, eat something like this and be okay to where you're not consuming a whole lot of calories. So great for me. Yeah, so hold on. All right, y'all, I'm almost there with it. So another thing too, like, you want to try to buy stuff like a spoon or a spatula, because I was without a spatula or a spoon, was using plastic spoons to try to cook my food, as you see in previous videos. But try to invest in, like, plates, because obviously, I mean, you can do dishes on your truck. I don't know if I got my bucket around, but I got my bucket for different things. But you don't want to have to always be stuck washing plates and stuff out, even though a glass plate is more healthier for you anyway, because glass don't carry germs and it don't emit a whole lot of chemicals. But try to get like stuff like disposable if you can. It's like your spoon and your plate, so once all the food is done, you can just serve it up on your plate and just eat it, and then toss it in the trash or whatever. So yeah, I'm about to add my cream of soup to this to give this more of a more of a flavor to it. So it's about almost done. So I love fish, man. Fish is delicious. Salmon too. Oh man, I got some nice salmon that you can eat raw. You ain't even gotta cook it. You can eat it raw. So, oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all about the oregano. Like, oregano is great for fighting germs, like antiviral. Like, I haven't made my oil of oregano oil yet. Like, you supposed to make, for every ounce, like when you get your drops of oregano, you put 15 drops of oil of oregano in 1 ounce of a carrier oil, such as like olive oil is great because it's more thinner to where you can use it in a dropper type, or you can use olive oil as a carrier, not olive oil, but coconut oil too as a carrier oil for oil of oregano. But I mean, you just use it in the season until you can start making your drop. Like, this fights a lot of antiviral, antibacterial. Like, this keeps you healthy too. You should stay pretty unsick. So yeah, it's coming out pretty good. I got my Nutella. See, this is pretty much what I'm gonna make my oil of oregano in it. Like that little green stuff you see in there, like you can add stuff like cilantro or parsley into your oil of oregano mix, because parsley and cilantro, what it does is it fights heavy metal in your tissues. But a lot of times when you taking vitamins or whatever you take, your body might absorb it somewhat, but it won't absorb it all the way. It's because those metals is blocking the full absorption of nutrients. So if you take like cilantro or parsley on a regular basis, it helps your body to purge out those heavy metals that we take in every day from different. Our body's taking so much. That's why knowledge is power. You got to learn to learn. Like, don't take my word for it. Just do your research and you'll see. All right, so let's see. Let me try to set y'all up real quick. Set y'all up. All right, so got the fish coming along. Shoot, man. Then when you cook with the olive oil gives the juices like a nice juicy taste, to where when it settles, it gives it that juicy flavor. You know how you cook some foods and some foods don't taste better until it's sat for a while. That olive oil, when you cook it, gives it the after flavor taste, to where it's like, this is good. Yeah, this coming out, this truck smelling like good food, good healthy food. Yeah, guys, everything pretty much takes routine, you know. Like, I'm not fully there in my health journey 100%. I might give myself, I'm 60% there, but, you know, even though I'm teaching you guys what I know, I'm trying to put it in practice. Because it is very hard as a truck driver to keep your habits up. But if you want something bad enough, you know, you'll eventually get into it. Because like me, like I said, once I set my mind to something, even though I might slack off a little bit, inside I'll be like, girl, if you don't get back to doing what you know you're supposed to do, and I'll shock myself back into what I know I'm supposed to do. Because, you know, I like to be a woman of my word to myself and to others. So if I tell myself I'm going to do something, then I need to keep my word to myself. Or if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I want to keep my word to them as well. That's just being fair. So, you know. All right, I'm about to put the soup in there. You know, put the soup. Oh yeah, you want to have a can opener, guys. Obviously, I didn't just open this with my hands or with a knife or whatever. Even though ghetto people know you can open any can with a knife, but it's more hard work. But yeah, have a can opener. I mean, you're gonna be having soups or canned goods, and you want to try to have canned goods, because sometimes, like for survival, you don't know if your truck might break down on the side of the road, you might get stranded. And say you might, hopefully it never happens, and God forbid it probably won't happen, because the technology we live in is full of phones or whatever. So, you know, ain't no reason you should not be able to call somebody to reach out. But just in case, you never know, always have canned goods, because if you stuck somewhere for days, this don't spoil that fast, and it'll last in your cabinet to where you got like food on your truck that you can have for a while. So you want to have stuff that you can have just in case of emergencies. So this is, now I just gotta I gotta mix it in. This gonna be so good. This is gonna be delicioso. I'm trying to learn Spanish too, y'all. I got this Spanish, like they got so many Spanish apps where you can learn different languages or whatever. And I've actually I took Spanish in college when I went to JCSU. So, you know, I know a little Spanish, but I'm not very fluent. I took Spanish, everybody took Spanish in school or whatever, but I didn't really like catch on a lot until I got to JCSU, when they had us taking Spanish as an elective. So I want to get back into it. So I got this app to where it teaches you different words, like a few words per day of like colors, like white is blanco. I don't know why every body or every race always got like the negro or nigger for black. Like, cause the color black is negro, Why it gotta be that's like saying Negro? Oh shoot, nah. Yeah, and then orange is Naranjo. So I'm learning. Yep, I am learning. So you just gotta mix the soup in, mix it all in, so I can have my little platter. Don't want to overcook it too much either. So let that sit there and just kind of mix in for a little while. Sure, I'll put this in my fridge, and if I want warm, because I don't use microwaves, because you know microwaves emit a lot of radiation in your food and to everybody around you, and you know radiation kills your organs, it make you age prematurely. I mean, I can't fully get away from the radiation because obviously I got this Qualcomm, I got my cell phone, I got my tab. There's so many devices on this truck. But like I said, I got little stuff like what is it? This right here. Then like I told y'all before, I got stuff like this right here. Like this helps with EMF emittance. I want to get this little EMF tower, and the tower is about this tall, and you can put it in a home. Like this space should be big enough for that tower, and that tower will pretty much neutralize any EMF signal in your surroundings. Like they even have EMF protected caps. Like I had bought my ex-husband one. They even had EMF protected shirts. Like they got so much stuff that you can try to combat different things with. You just got to do your research and find out what's out there for you. So yeah. All right, so this stuff coming along. So coming along pretty well. This gonna be good. Yes. All right. So it looks soupy, and that's how I like it, and it tastes good. So it looks good to me. Yes, baby. It might look weird, or y'all probably what the I was about to let a cuss word fly. Y'all probably what in the world is that? My dinner, y'all, and it tastes good. A healthy dinner going in my belly. That's what it is. So don't be clowning me. Hey, don't be falling down, Mr. Phone. All right, let me get up off here. I just wanted to show y'all, you know, you can eat healthy out here. You don't have to keep eating McDonald's, Wendy's. Even though them chicken nuggets taste really good, them hamburgers taste darn good, and it's almost calling me now, but I can't do it. I got to fight the urge. No more fast food. Then this one girl I just subscribed to, she used to work at McDonald's, but she worked in the restaurants up there in New York. And you know, most New Yorkers, you know, especially if you rude to them, you know, they don't play that. They get you back. So she was saying how some rude customers will come through, and if you be rude to them people, they spit in your food. She said one worker took the lady hamburger because the lady was rude to her, and she took the lady hamburger and slid it on the floor, and then she like spit in the lady drink, and then she took the hamburger and rubbed it in the crotch, and then slapped it on, wrapped it up, and to the lady. I was like, oh shoot, you know what? I don't want to eat at no more restaurants after hearing that story. So, all right, y'all, time is the essence. I'm about to enjoy my food. All right, y'all, I love y'all. I would never judge y'all. So why y'all can't love me and stop judging me, god darn it. All right, y'all. Deuces.